I could never do a capsule wardrobe. Capsule wardrobes are boring. Think so? Stay tuned. Thanks for sticking with me. Hi video friends, this is Liz Cleva from Closet Plate Image, where we are all about bright ideas for your style and your wardrobe. And this is kind of one of those, I guess you could call it a mythbuster thing about capsule wardrobes being boring. But one of the things that I frequently hear from people if we talk about a capsule, and often I'm talking about it in the sense of I'm really building a client's wardrobe, and that is the perfect place to start with a capsule, and then you build out from there, right? Because you need to start with things that are gonna work together. And usually we start with what's already in your closet. But let's talk a little bit about capsule wardrobes and one of those misconceptions about them being boring. So one of the things I often hear is that they're boring and that there's no color. Well, if you look at, oh my gosh, if you look at capsule wardrobes online and you Pinterest search capsule wardrobe, yes, they will generally be really boring. And they will be denim, white, black, and tan. And lots of it. They'll tell you you need a white t-shirt, a black t-shirt, and a gray t-shirt. They'll tell you you need a white shirt and you need a black shirt. Like, they're not very interesting color-wise. They're either achromatic, black, white, and gray, or and you'll get some denim and you'll get some tan in there. But that is not what a capsule wardrobe needs to look like. Just because that's what they're showing, doesn't mean that's what your capsule has to look like. So I'm going to take you in my closet because I have just finished up, we are finishing up this week, my spring capsule wardrobe, and going to be launching into summer. Now, I'm this year kind of doing more of a rolling shift from one season to the other because I've decided to just sort of go with the same style vibe for summer that I did for spring. So let me take you to my closet. Come on in. So you'll see here in my closet, I actually have my style inspiration, and this side, that I never remember which side it is. I will link a video about the style inspo for spring that I did, but that's my spring inspiration, and that helps me remember. It's also my summer inspiration. I might go back and tweak a couple of the pictures, but let's talk about it. So yeah. Yes, there's very heavy on blue and white in there. So we've got a lot of denim, that's a neutral. We got a lot of white, that's a neutral. But other than that, no, I've got a lot of color in here. You know, navy, not so much, but even that can be more interesting. So I'm just gonna skip over the whites, right? And there are some empty hangers here at the front. Oh, those aren't where they belong. Maybe we need to do another video about organizing your closet. Anyway, let me know in the comments below if that's something you'd be interested in. Okay, anyway, so look, yes, got some stripes. That's always a classic you'll see in those things. But let's see what else we have. Okay, patterned shirt. I have some pinks here. I have some greens. I have another patterned shirt. So just because the visuals you see predominantly online are solids and not particularly, should I hesitate to say not particularly interesting, right? Or boring, which is how a lot of people phrase it. So I've got patterns, I've got stripes, I've got polka dots. So yes, neutral, technically navy and white, neutral navy and white, but polka dot. Different size dots, so they're really cute together. Now I've got my jeans, got some pinstripes here, and then I move into dresses, and I've got some patterns here. So just because it's a capsule doesn't mean it has to be boring. You can include a pattern in a capsule wardrobe. You can include color in a capsule wardrobe. I've got blues and greens and pinks, and you can do what you want with a capsule. It doesn't have to be all blah, for lack of a better word to use, right? It doesn't have to be that. It can be interesting and colorful if that's what you want, because it's meant to be flexible for you. Now, this doesn't look like one of the capsule wardrobes you see online either, because it's also got more pieces. And part of the reason for that is it's one of the shoulder seasons. Spring and fall, I tend to have more pieces in my capsule because the weather does a whole lot more of this. 3 days ago, I was wearing a sweater and jeans and booties because we had a cold snap, one of those spring cold snaps that came out of nowhere after a whole bunch of really warm and lovely weather. So, oh gosh, look at all that shadow. Sorry. Anyway, don't know where that's, I mean, obviously it's coming from light, but I don't know what's going on with the lighting in here today. So, just some thoughts. You can add color to a capsule. It doesn't have to be all neutrals. You can add personality to a capsule with patterns. You can make it the size that works for you. Like I said, for me, spring and fall are often larger because I need things for 90-degree days and 90-odd degree days, and I need things for 50-degree days. And so I need a little more flexibility. You can do that. You're the boss of your capsule. It's not like you have to go by what's showing on the diagram. So just a little encouragement there. If you're thinking about trying a capsule wardrobe, or it feels like something you'd be interested in learning more about, pop on over my blog. I talk about capsule wardrobes a lot because I find them to be a great way to create both, and I'm going to say this out here, I'm going to say this, I find them to be a great way to create both change and stability in our wardrobe at the same time. So when there's some pieces here that are going to come out because it's no longer really going to be the season for them, and when they come out, they're going to get washed, they're going to go away in storage, and guess what? When I find them again next spring, or maybe in the fall, I'll pull it out because it's one of those cooler weather items, and it'll feel brand new again. So I get the treat of new clothes every time I open my storage box. So yes, I keep only my working wardrobe in my closet because I have a pretty small closet. I don't keep my whole year's worth of clothes in my closet. Now, maybe you've got a nice big walk-in closet where you can do that, but I would still encourage you to think about putting everything you need for the season right up in the front where you see it first when you walk in, because there's no reason to fight with your winter coats to get to your summer shorts. Right? It doesn't make any sense. So turning over your wardrobe, whether that's getting things out and putting them in a storage box, or even just moving the things that you need for the season to the most convenient location, can make all the difference in the world in your getting dressed. And one last hint, pick 5 things. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick 5 things that are your favorites. Things you love. Things that make you happy, things that make you smile when you wear them, and move them to the very front of your closet and wear one of those 5 things each day for the next week, over the next week, and see how you feel. I would posit that you will feel better about yourself, because I want you to wear what makes you feel good about yourself. Don't forget those last 2 words. So anyway, if you want to learn more about capsule wardrobes, about fashion and philosophy, about style, about trends, about building out a solid and versatile wardrobe that's still fun, pop on over to the blog. That's closetplay.biz, closetplay.biz. Biz rhymes with Liz. Thank you for spending some time with me today, because your time is precious, and any of it you spend with me is a gift. This is on video. You know how this works. Like, subscribe, do all the things. It makes the algorithms happy. Thank you so much. Bye.